let's start again. So I'm live for the hour doing mini readings for you all today. I'm going to start that in a minute. I always let people, give people a chance to step on here. Let me say first of all, I'm filming this on Tuesday, middle of the week Tuesday. Tomorrow, for a period of time, we've got something called the Saturn square Uranus. Yeah, I'm immature enough to still find that funny. Saturn square Uranus, and we've got 3 of them this week. This year, forgive me, we've got one in June, one on December as well. Sharing this because there's 2 very polarizing influences that has. 2 very polarizing influences. Uranus is slow and Saturn is fast. Okay, Uranus, sorry, got the wrong way around. Uranus is fast, revolutionary. Saturn wants to slow down, wants things to be manageable. So it's this like push-pull between drive for freedom, need for security. Drive for freedom, need for security. Drive for expansion, need for boundaries. Those 2 things going in polarizing directions. And what I want to just say before we get into all of this, because a lot about the whole spiritual life is about how we manage ourselves and so on, how we manage ourselves. And I'm going to just suggest tomorrow and Thursday, Friday, if there's people you know that you're comfortable thinking out loud with, if you're comfortable thinking out loud with people and letting them hear your vocalized mental dialogue, that's a great thing, because those people hold space, ground you, and help you bring those 2 together. All right? That's all I'm going to say about it. If anyone's joining me for this for the first time, I do this every week, answer some questions people have. For the next 10 minutes, I will take general readings. I will do general questions for people. After that, I am going to take specific questions. Okay, I see some of you on here already. Thank you. I have committed already to answering a couple of questions, so I'm going to get into that straight away. All right. So all you need to do is type a question to the comments, and I'm just going to go down them one by one for the next hour. All right. So the first one, this is for you, ENA, and we're taking a look at the next 12 days. Or you asked me yesterday, so it'll be the next 11 days from now. Okay. And Betsy, you're next. Okay, Shimara, quite a mix of experiences for you over the next couple of days, I would say. The next week and a half, I would say. What the governing influences I'm seeing coming from you are, I'm seeing some reactivity, and I'm seeing some concern about, I'm going to call it lack. I don't want to squeeze it into just about money. I need to say that this is coming from within you. It's not an external thing, because I see the next few days going pretty well for you, but I'm seeing your take on the next few days being a little diminished. So I'm going to invite you, yeah, there's a key choice of words. I'm going to invite you, ENA, to do a lot of reading in the next week and ask that wonderful Byron Katie question, often, is it true? Is it true? Is it true? Is it true? What your mind's thinking, where your mind's taking you, is it true? Is it true? Usually the answer is no. Usually the answer is no, because I see partnership, I see opportunity for money, I see all these opportunities around you if you will let yourself angle towards them. So what I'm saying to you, very clearly, I'm saying to you, to look at what is actually happening in the next week rather than what you think is or you're worrying about, okay? And to you, Betsy, in a month's time will be middle of March. The short answer, Betsy, is not where I'd like to see the two of you. Yeah. Well, I'll text you later on, because I know I said I would do that, and maybe we have a little back and forth there, okay? But not as happy and positive as I would like to see it, okay? And I'm sorry, that's not what I'd like to see. Okay, so to you guys on Facebook then, and any of you watching on YouTube, you want to put a comment in, you want to ask a question, please go ahead, okay? All right. Hello, Marianne. Hello, Emily. Hello, Sylvia. Hello, Sue, Faith, Nellie. All right, Kathy, you are first on the list. And Nellie, you're next, okay? Okay, Kathy, actually this week there's quite little to say. Very little to say. Hello, Robin, by the way. Kathy, there's very little to say. You know, I mean this in a positive sense. I'm actually going to just show you some of the cards I've got here, because I don't want to be just vanilla and bland and like, oh, it's looking good or something. Great. So let me just show you these cards I've got here. They've got 3 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, and Temperance, which is my Archangel Michael card. And so there is an active sense. Do I mean active? Okay, I'm going to go with that word. I really mean receptive, but I don't mean active. I mean intentional. There is an intentional sense that you can clear karma this week just by letting it go. Okay, people talk about clearing karma like it's some whole big ordeal. It actually shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It's only an ordeal when we fight it, and so. If you can just hear me clearly say you're where you're meant to be, you're on track. Okay, that's 3 of Pentacles. If ever there was a soundbite for 3 of Pentacles, you're on track. We don't have big news for you this week. I know it's cold. Everyone's cold this week. It's hard to get outside, but do get outside. The way you're releasing karma this week is just by letting it go. Just by letting it go. I don't like that expression. It's sometimes a bit. It's just too easy to say, but how about this? Go for walks today. Go for walks this week. If you're somewhere that's getting warm, you know, if you can be outside for even like 30 minutes, go for walks. Know that that's time you're devoting to spirit, your spirit and spirit, okay? Time you're devoting to spirit, and they will use that time to alleviate you, okay? It's very positive. It's very positive. If it were me, because I'm just into that sort of thing, I would call on Archangel Michael. I do invite that energy, or energies like it. Archangel Michael works with me for these, and Archangel Gabriel, in case you're interested. But it's not things you have to do this week. It's not things you have to try at. Get outside, when you're outside, you don't have the boundaries of a room even like this, and you can just let it go. Karma isn't a list, it's more like a bodies, and those bodies sort of contract in size, all right? Okay. All right. Nelly, all right. Your whole life is just a mess. I don't know what to do and how to fix it. Well, I'm sorry you feel like that. I'm really sorry you feel like that, Nelly. Okay, so let's just see what's there for you, and this will be the last general reading I'm going to do. The rest I'm taking specific questions. All right. Well, that was a specific question. All right. Okay, yeah, I see why you would say that. It's a Nelly. This is a time of tests for you, okay? And sometimes I feel like I'm on a treadmill and an invisible hand is coming out of nowhere and pressing the plus button, you know, and making me run even faster, and like my legs hurt. But as a function of that, of course, my legs get stronger, don't they? And such is the case as we go through the, I don't mean treadmill, I mean the path of life. So yeah, I see a bit of ickiness around you, but please trust me when I say ultimately it will do that. It really will. Now, there is a sense of you're just going to have to let some time go by, and believe me, I know what that's like. I know what that's like. I would love to fast forward the next month and a half. I promise you I would. Don't have that in my power. However, how does this end up? Really good. Really good. You don't know what you don't know what's on top of you. You don't know what you're holding on to. I get the image, not right now, but I get the image sometimes, you know, in Christmas Carol, the Charles Dickens story, where we meet Jacob Marley. He's got the chains and all of that, and that's for other reasons. But we've got all this stuff, clinging to us as well. We're holding on to all this stuff as well. And sometimes the abrasion, the necessary divine abrasion of life has to sand that off us. And so it does feel like things are falling apart. But if you don't mind me being a little cliched here, it's not falling apart, it's falling into place. If you like the crystal grid candle type ritual thing, then now let me start again. If you like working with the seventh ray with Saint Germain and that more ceremonial essence, then that's what I would say. Why? It's to link and connect you up with let's call it alignment, let's call it flow, let's call it grace, because it's going to pass, you know it will. It's going to fall into place, you know it will, and well, and you're getting stronger through this. You're getting stronger through this. All right. I don't want to. Do I have to say this? All right. I'm being asked to say the words, remember you signed up for this. I don't like being the mouthpiece for that. It sounds a bit rude, but whatever. And if you, but if you did, and you did, because we wouldn't be having this conversation otherwise, but you did, and you did because you're strong enough. And I think, would you all just hear that? If you're going through something, you're going through it because you're strong enough to. And that's